What's up to Lion Talk Live? So we love you too, buddy.
What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Duke Crew. This is Ball Hawk, Fatima LaFauna of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
All right, well, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton, and I want to thank you all for joining us here today, day after the loss against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Not great news for the Detroit Lions fans as we make a push into the postseason, or excuse me, throughout the regular season for the postseason. But we did get a little bit of good news here just about an hour or so ago on a big burning question for a lot of Lions fans in the morning show. What is the status and injury update for Amon-Ra St. Brown? Hold on, let me turn down this stock news. Sorry about that, guys. But we did get some clarification from the Detroit Lions and sources within their organization that it is believed that Amon-Ra St. Brown has avoided any kind of major injury, that it appears to be more that he suffered some cramps, things of that sort, a contusion to his leg and ankle, but nothing major. It is expected that unless something unforeseen happens this week, he will be available to play against the Arizona Cardinals this upcoming weekend. In regards to other injury news, no updates yet on Alex Anzalone, the star linebacker who received early in the third quarter a concussion, was pulled out, and that's why you didn't see him in the entire second half. Other injury news, try to check in on Enos Rakestraw as far as his hamstring injury. A lot of people were caught off guard yesterday when we saw him listed as inactive. If you were live at the stadium, you saw him out on the field, so that's why people were surprised because he was dressed. During warm-ups, we're told he pulled his hamstring. To the extent, I do not know. I have tried to inquire on it. No words yet, as I don't believe there's really an update status for that at this time. But what we can say so far for the Detroit Lions, yes, we're all sad that they couldn't pull off the win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But with that also being said, it's about as good a news you could have today, Monday, the day after, that St. Brown appears to be okay in that he will be fine given time, a little bit more time to rest. All right, let's go ahead and get over to the Duke Crew, see what you guys have to say real quick before we get out of here. Pierce, praying it's nothing serious. Yeah, it sounds like, cramps, dehydration. A lot of those type of things you do see, especially in the cornerback room, wide receiver room, maybe a little bit running back room too early this season, just as guys are still getting into truly game shape. Bo, let's go Duke Crew, exclamation point. Woo! And good day to you too there, Bo. Okay, give us some good news, Coach. St. Brown is going to be okay, it sounds like. Thomas, slap the like button. Yes, if you would, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, por favor. See, Pierce, and I hope next year, after seeing this loss, MCDC plays starters in the preseason at least a little. Yeah, I know as a coach myself, I've talked about that. I get totally why teams are doing it less and less. I also get totally the difference between the number 1 seed, the number 3 seed, like we saw last year. It's typically only a game, maybe a half game in some cases. That's why, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, you can have your own, but I would play the guys the first game, probably the first quarter, the starters on offense and defense. Yes, you're going to have to live with injuries when it happens. And then in the second game, I'd probably play them close to the first half. And the third game, probably nothing at all. That's what I would do at least. Doesn't seem like a huge thing, but the more I watched or replays of last night or yesterday's game or the Rams game, you can see, especially on the offensive side, just some small details, especially in the passing game, and more importantly, the blocking assignments of the offensive line. You see slight hesitations. Goff's first interception of the season, the one against the Rams, he's got the right read to St. Brown. He just is maybe like a quarter of a second late. And St. Brown also making that cut is just a quarter second off. It allows for small gaps like that to happen. There's some other things, but I won't go on, for 10 hours about that. Save that for another show. Motown Mitch, what do you got? Lions rule, Bears still drool, 100%. Bears still winless. Pierce, this is all preseason rust. I am not worried about it, 100%. Yeah, then every game that goes by, we should see more and more things emerge, especially with our Detroit Lions offense. I really do feel like Tim Patrick, among others, are going to step into some pretty good roles with the team. Hookadoo St. Brown is a great news coach, 100%. Okay, St. Brown, yes, correct, even though I murdered that a little bit there. Perriman, one loss, no worries. Exclamation point, one pride, always 100%. People are always going to overreact to a loss, especially a close, tight, emotional loss at home. I get it. How do you recover from that? You go out and win the next week. Gary, I hate to say this, but rewatching the game, it looks as if they threw the game on purpose. That's how bad they played. The mistakes are just funny. Goff, he's another story. Yeah, I know, Gary, in the live stream yesterday, weren't a huge fan of Goff, and I get it. He is kind of a tale of two quarterbacks. When he's on, he's pretty dang good. But like we were talking about in the live cast yesterday, when that first interception happened, and again, just my opinion, my take on things here, doesn't have to be anybody else's, but I thought he got very emotional about that. I get Jameson Williams was bumped, held, whatever. He should have had a pass interference call. It didn't happen. What we can say is you got to move on to the next play. Whether you're a coach, whether you're a player, it doesn't matter. You got to move on to the next play. You can't leave in the past. And I'm with you on that regard. I thought Jared Goff and a lot of the Lions on offense, including some of the coaches, were kind of stuck on certain moments and couldn't move forward. So that's what I'll say on that at least. Brent, thanks for the update, Coach. Did Monty have an injury during the game? 11 rushes. I haven't heard anything on that yet. I have reached out to some people over in Detroit media who have feet on the ground or boots on the floor, whatever you want to say. Nobody has cooperated one thing or the other yet. I do know about how Rakestraw got hurt. I know a lot of people, like I said, were asking why he dressed, got on the field, went to warm-ups, and then became an inactive. Now we know. As far as the rest of it, I'm trying to get what I can for you guys. All right, Gary, game. Yeah, I knew where you're going with that, Gary. Joe, what do you got? I feel like we needed this loss to fuel us. Let's hope so. You could be right. You could turn this negative into a huge positive. And let's start by winning this upcoming weekend. Thomas, now this is a 3-game preseason. Yeah, this year into game 3 coming up this weekend. So you guys heard my thoughts. I won't keep going on it, but I would play in the preseason. Rich, Ben Johnson needs to sharpen up his play calling, not enough running. Yeah, and I get some of it. Give the Bucs credit to a certain degree that they shot a lot of the right gaps, shutting down our running game. It also is, to me, a worry that you've done something that clearly gave them tells when you were going to run. Something was leaked out one way or another, whether they saw it on film or whatever. The Bucs knew where to hit us and how to shut down that run game, vast majority of the time. So they kept putting now Goff in the passing game into second and long, etc. You're also correct that, Rich, a lot of times on first down when we run it and get tackled for a 3 or 4 yard loss or throw one of these screen passes, the Bucs obviously had some detailed information, felt good about it, and they put us in a lot of bad spots. Chrome, what up, though? What up to you, too? Michael, to really mess with the league play, the practice squad in a game? Question mark, laughing out loud. JK, we'll see. Pierce, now we have to break the Seattle curse. 2-2 going into the bye is not good. No, let's go ahead and win against Seattle and Arizona. We do that. You know what? We're going to feel pretty good about the bye. Miles Meyer just got here. What's up with Amon-Ra St. Brown? Looks like he's good to go. Just had some cramping, things of that sort. A little bit of a contusion. All right. Let's see. Carrie, happy St. Brown is good. Exclamation points. I love the Lions. Please pull it together. Let's go Lions. Yeah, 100%. I think you'll see more and more strengths emerge in the passing game. But I'm not going to make this a long video. It's going longer than I thought. I think what the Lions really need to do is they have to incorporate using players on the sidelines to force the zone coverage that we're seeing both games expand. Right now, if you go and watch the replays, you can see some of the corners or people defending the sidelines are 5 yards off. They are really trying to limit the Lions' middle of the field usage in the Ben Johnson offense. So they're going to have to make those adjustments starting this week. Otherwise, I don't know why anybody else would change the defense. Hallelujah, BS. Why are all the shotgun passes? That's a good question. Good question. Thomas, in this 3-game preseason, game 2, I play starters the entire second half. Could be. You have 3 weeks if someone gets banged up. Yeah, and if it's going to be a bad injury, you know what? It is what it is. Let's see. YT, what do you got? So is Amon-Ra playing week 3? It sounds like it. It sounds like he will play. I got to imagine the Lions are going into this week feeling like, we got to get a win here. Let's see. YouTube or what is it? YT? Or are you guys saving him? I think he will play, but that's, I don't have anything conclusive at this point. Sounds like it was just cramps, a contusion. I'm guessing he's okay by Sunday. Hookadoo, yeah, mile marker, he's okay. Chrome, Caleb Williams, no TDs in 8 quarters. He's, going through definitely some rookie opportunities of learning. See, Thomas, when you throw 55 times, when you have Gibbs, Montgomery backfield, they better be hurt play calling last drive mediocre. Yeah, mediocre. Boy, I can't even talk. But I agree. I was, if you guys watched the show or the live cast yesterday, I was not impressed with the play calling. Pierce, in And hey, good news. Caleb looks like a bust. It's early. We'll see. Mile marker, Hookadoo, thank you, bro. Oh, there you go. Rich, Bears and Lions 1-1. They are, man. They are. Hookadoo, yeah, Chrome. Bears got themselves a bust. I watched the game. Thomas, there was no problem in the running game. 25 carries, 139 yards. We didn't run enough. I think, you've got a pretty good point there. I'm surprised we did not run more. See, Pat, let's see. Good afternoon, Coach Dan. Oh, yeah. Same to you, Pat. Hopefully you're having a good one. Chrome, Hookadoo, yeah, it was pretty fun. Let's see. YT, why do you think about the hip tackle rule, and do you think they've been doing a good job without, with Jameson Williams with mixing tackles? The hip tackle rule, I guess I really haven't even seen it in place so far this season. With Jameson Williams, I think he is coming along. I talked about it a lot this morning and then last night during the game. He's got a lot of stuff to still work on. He's clearly improved, but watching him on comeback routes or deep ends, yeah, he's got to learn how to firm that out and cut, not round it so much, because right now he is helping a lot of cornerbacks jump routes. Let's see, Perryman, not having too much about that Fox to Vaki pass. Not hearing too much. Well, it is what it is. Probably the day after a loss. If we would have won, you probably would have heard more about it. But it is what it is. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Hit that thumbs up, like button, etc. Otherwise, take care. Be kind to each other. Do something nice for somebody you don't know. We'll see you on the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, everybody.
Happy trails to you until we meet again.